So it's been about 4 years, since 2004 actually, that I've had the opportunity to solo. So now is my first solo back after all that time. We are at Pearland Airport. Been flying out here a little bit. First time, I think, maybe one other time in this plane, but it's a little bit new, but we'll see how it goes. I don't think the big issues. We're going to stay in the pattern today. Weather's a little bit marginal at best. So, I've already done the start, done the pre-taxi. We're going to run up to runway 14 and do some pattern work. All right, looking left and looking right, getting ready to cross an intersection here. Run down to the end of the runway and do our run up.
I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see.
We were out here the other day with my instructor and on takeoff had a couple of vultures sitting on the runway. Unfortunately, one lost their life, but their brothers and sisters took care of that. Like I said earlier, the clouds were a lot thicker earlier, and we were going to go down to Galveston, do some controlled work, but felt like it was better for the first time with this weather to go ahead and just stick in the area. So we are coming up to runway 14. We'll get in here and do our run up, check things out. All right.
Maryland traffic stop 738 Bravo Alpha, taxi via Alpha to runway 14.
Run up's brake set, fuel selected to both. Trim is for takeoff. Flight controls. We're good. Instruments, check out. Align our compasses and our heading indicator. Straight up north right now. Mixture is set to full, rich. Timer is locked in. Run up to 1700. We're going to check mags. Right is off. Left is off. Carb heat. Just checking for the reduction in RPMs. Minimal. Vacuum, we have checked. Amps and volts look good. Oil pressure's in the green. Oil temperature's in the green. Bring it back to full idle. Check the throttle for friction. And we're looking good there. Pre-takeoff. Gonna go 0 flaps. We're gonna go mixture to rich. Carb heat is off. Transponder is squawking 1200. And we've already checked the heading bug. Doors and windows locked. Little toasty. Landing lights are on. beacon is on. Time, we're looking at about 1:37 Central. Brakes release and we're about ready to. We'll rotate at 55, BY is 76. And we'll stick around here and do some touch and goes. Pearland traffic, Cessna 5384 Kilo, departing runway 14 at Alpha 6, Pearland. Look down for on final and base. Don't see any traffic out there. We look good. We're going to have a crosswind coming out of the left, so we'll do our crosswind correction. And I think we're about ready to go. Runway looks clear. Feet to the floor. And let it roll. Airspeed's alive. 50. 55. Rotate. Woo! It is a big crosswind for sure. There they are. Little wave. Here on runway heading. Climb to 500. Airspeed's at 80. We can put a little bit more climb in there. Always a good day to be in the air. 500. Turn our crosswind.
City traffic, Skylane 5455 November on a 5-mile final on the RNAV 13 for Bay City.
And we're going to climb to 1,000, pattern altitude's 1,000.
Well, the traffic says now 1.5 so center right, cross the wind, runway 9 at west.
Go downwind.
King Air, I've got you inside if you want to go ahead and go. I'm not even close. Roger that.
And we're at 1,000.
I'll give you an idea of where I am the whole time.
Start reducing power, cruise speed, looking about 2,200 RPMs, approximately. Got a little crab into the wind. Give us some trim. Here's the big city of Houston, kind of cool.
Cessna 1.9 so downwind, runway 9 at water.
All right, we're gonna beam the numbers. We're gonna reduce our heat, our throttle down to 1,500 RPM. We're gonna pull carb heat out, and we're gonna do 10% or 10 degrees flaps. We're gonna reduce, and we're gonna keep us in a good little descent rate here, trying to maintain about 80 miles an hour. Pearland traffic, Cessna 84 Kilo, turning left base, runway 14, Pearland.
And Pearland, Cheyenne 316 Whiskey Bravo. We are 8 miles to the west, inbound 1,500, Pearland.
Little traffic on the way in. Go 20 degrees flat.
Cessna 1.9 so departing southwest. What's the traffic?
A little high, trying to bring us down.
November on a 2-mile final for runway 13, Bay City.
High on the speed, running about 70 right now. Pearland traffic, Cessna 84 Kilo, turning final, runway 14, Pearland. Go ahead and reduce some power here, we're pretty high. Had that problem here recently. We started doing this. And we're coming in to go 30 degrees. plane settle in. There we go. Oh. Alright, flaps. I'm gonna go ahead and take this back, call this one a full stop. Fairline traffic, Cessna 84 Kilo is full stop, taxi back to 14. Little wobble in those wheels too. Give it some aerodynamic braking.
Fairline traffic, Cheyenne 316 Whiskey Bravo. We crossing over midfield and we enter left downwind for 14 Fairline.
Fairline traffic, Scott 73 Bravo Alpha, lining up on 14.
Fairline traffic, Cessna 84 Kilo, clear the active. Alright, let's clean this up. Got flaps up, carb heat in.
And Fairline,
watch out for this crosswind.
Bravo overhead right now. Just entering left downwind for 14 Fairline.
Man, it's hot.
And Fairline, Cheyenne 316 Whiskey Bravo, left downwind for 14 Fairline.
So I had plenty of runway. I could have done a touch and go. That crosswind kind of got into my landing a little bit there at the end, and honestly needed to do my ground roll out with a better crosswind correction. So it kind of stuttered me a little bit. So always best to be safe.
Fairline,
Make sure you're comfortable.
Whiskey Bravo base for 14 Fairline.
And that's exactly what we did.
Fairline, Cheyenne 316 Whiskey Bravo, final for 14 Fairline.
Fairline traffic, Scott 73 Bravo Alpha, upwind of 14. (738) Bravo Alpha, departing the pattern to the southeast, Fairline traffic.
Nice wings right there. All right. Go ahead and breeze through the checklist here real quick. Just like we would any other time. It's good practice for me right now, prior to the check ride. Fairline traffic, Cessna 84 Kilo, departing runway 14 at Alpha 6 Fairline. Alright, crosswind correction is in. Do this again. go full power. Airspeed's alive. 40. 50. And rotate. Big crosswind swinging you around. I can get some butterflies rolling. Tap the brakes. Here at 80. Give us a little bit more climb here, up to about 76. Good. Clouds are still in about 1500 to 1800 probably. Good shape there. Just crossed through 500 feet. I'll make our crosswind. Wind is really blowing around. It's the first really windy day I've had since I've been flying, I think, for the most part. So we bring this up to 1,000 feet, we'll level off, we'll go cruise, speed.
Bay City traffic, Skyline 5455 November, turning on the left downwind for 13 Bay City.
Okay, give it a little grab in here. Reduce our power. Cruise speed, cruise RPM, about 2200. Fairline traffic, Cessna 84 kilos, downwind, runway 14, Fairline. Alright. Oh, you guys can't see the runway.
Bay City traffic, Skyline 5.
We're a little bit close, especially with this crosswind coming from the east. Blows you kind of into the runway, so we'll angle out a little bit, extend our downwind a little bit. We'll beam the numbers. We're going to reduce our power down to 1500, and we're going to go carb heat on. We're going to go 10 degrees flaps. Let's go ahead and go 20. We're a little high. Fairline traffic, Cessna 84 kilo, turning left base, runway 14, Fairline.
Bay City traffic, Skyline 5455
About 70 miles an hour on base is what we're looking for, and we're pretty much there. Yeah, this is looking a lot better. We're not near as high. This is the last run. Fairline traffic, Cessna 84 kilo, turning final, runway 14, Fairline. Alright. Turning final. You can really feel that wind. Their speed up to about 70. Go 30 degrees flaps now. Yeah, I like this look a lot better than I did the last one. Still a little bit high, but feel that wind blowing in. Do a little correction for it. Running about 65, 70. Reduce our airspeed a little bit here. Get ready for the approach. Work those rudders. And looks like we've got a runway made. Back this off. Idle. There you go. Hey. kind of messing with me a little bit. We're just about clear of obstacles here. We'll get up to about 200 feet and we'll clean up the rest of the plane at 10 degrees. Bring those up. All right. Looking for about 76 miles per hour for our V speed. Coming up on 500. We'll turn crosswind.
East approach, King Air 444 kilo up, leveling 3000, hitting 090.
All right, turned it downwind here, about 900 feet.
Bay City traffic, Charlie 5455 November.
Coming up on 1,000. Let's reduce our airspeed to cruise and get it trimmed up. Fairline traffic, Cessna 84 kilo is left downwind, runway 14 Fairline. The wind is a trip. Alright, we're coming to beam numbers again. We're going to reduce our speed to 1500. And we're going to do carb heat on. Go 10 degrees flaps. If we can do some improvement here on this thing. Get that nose down. Still up here. Fairline traffic, Cessna 84 kilo, turning left base, runway 14, Fairline.
Take a step back to see the truth.
Bay City traffic, Charlie 5455 November, turning on left base for 13 Bay City.
Alright. Go 20 degrees. Running about 75 right now, about where we want to be. 70 to 75 on our base leg. It's kind of cool having the camera and I can talk out loud. Serves two purposes. Makes me feel better. And kind of tells you guys know what's going on. So we are at about 500 feet. 70 miles an hour. Go 30 degrees flaps. Reduce our speed a little bit more here. The flaps come down. It is set up for a smooth final. 65. Still 65, coming up on 200. Looks like we got airfield made. Pull that power back. And looking down the runway. Little float. Oh. Boom. Alright. Well guys, I think that's going to be it for today. That's fun, for show. Try to get back here on the center line. And we'll be exiting up here to parking, so we'll be doing this again. Hopefully, what I want to do is do some out of here to Galveston and maybe Ellington Field. And it's a lot more fun than just staying in the pattern, repeating the same thing over and over. So we'll see you guys on the next flight.